Hey guys, I'm gonna teach you something. How to groom yourselves. Predator, 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 predator.
Hey, what's going on, guys? RealStream here. So I haven't made like a planned out video in a while, and I'm gonna start getting back to that because I really miss doing that. I really miss making videos. Do me a favor before this video, starts. Make sure you like, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell, and follow me on Twitter if you like, and check out my Patreon. That stuff will be at the end. But yeah, check that stuff out. It's all in the description as well. But like, I just want to start this video off, like, first and foremost, I feel like I have to, because people nowadays in this anti-Onision climate think that just because you maybe are poking holes in some of the narrative of, he's a predator, that he's going to jail and everything like that, that you automatically, that you're for him, or that you're friends with him, or that you condone anything he's ever done. No, not the case. If you're new to my channel and you look back, I was one of the first to be like, I think this is grooming, the whole Sarah situation. That's kind of why I'm making this video now, because I felt like that did damage to the whole, to the whole situation, and I think it made people take this and run with it. And I feel like I helped in that, so that's why I'm making this. Typically I wouldn't care, I would just let it run because Onision's an asshole, but I don't think he's that much of an asshole that you should be like, lie and let people lie. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys some evidence, and listen, this is my opinion. This is my opinion from what I've seen, alright? Mixed in with some facts as far as, like, facts of how old Kai is, and when their birthday was, and what Regina tries to play up as far as, like, Kai being a predator and stuff like that. Regina tries to play it off like Kai is much older than her and everything like that. For my research, Kai is only 2 years older.
Hey, welcome back into today's video. We have an update for the Onision investigation.
Onision video, we're going to be taking a look at the one and only big bloke Onision. And who am I, you may ask? Well, no one cares, so stop begging for attention, you massive shit.
What's up everyone, it's Edwin, and today I'll be presenting you with an interview that I conducted last month in regards to Onision's husband, Kai.
Onision released a video today. James, Greg, Jackson, Onision, the YouTube Psycho Brad.
911, what are you reporting?
Hi, there's a person who's been stalking me online, and they just showed up to my house.
Okay, and they're outside now?
Yes, they're knocking on my door.
Okay.
I'm just getting tired of all these people that I just shown before say Onision's going to jail, Onision's this, Onision's that. Look, I'm seeing like 70 videos a day some days, you know what I mean, of Onision, and I'm not even joking. You can look this up yourself. I'm not joking. Like, maybe it's slowed down to maybe like 30 a day now, but still, no joke. At one point it was like 70 videos a day talking about Onision being a predator, and people exploiting that to try to get, views and gain, which people have always used Onision's name for gain and clicks and views and money. That's always been a thing. But this, I mean, like, come on, you're gonna call him a predator? Like, in all seriousness, the only thing that people ever had was these possible pictures of Kai, right? But like I'm gonna show you, that's not even credible, I'm gonna show you these clips, and I'm gonna show you this evidence. Look, I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of hate on this video. I don't really care. I'm just gonna say it. I don't care. So if you don't want to actually see the evidence, just dislike and leave now. Whatever, don't care. That's fine. I'm still gonna show what the truth is. I don't care. Anyways, yeah. So I just want you guys to, like, really take this for what it is. All right. You have you have Sarah, right? That's the first person. You have Sarah, who hooked up with Onision after she was 18 and a half. You have her saying, and I'm going to show in a message later on, her saying that Onision never did anything before they were 18, never insinuated that. She said it was never sexual when she was underage. She says that literally in her own text messages between Onision and her. You know what I mean? This isn't something that like she made up later or whatever. Like I don't know if you guys know this, if you didn't pay attention to Sarah before she came out, she used to lie all the time or back them up and then go back and forth on lies and stuff like that. So if you're questioning if Sarah's willing to lie, Sarah's been prone to lie before. She's lied to me before in the past about, you know, stuff that I thought was real, then like I put out as real, and then she said, oh, that's fake, you fucking liar, and then like posted in my comment section. Then 2 years later, she put it on her Twitter saying it was real, so ultimately I confirmed, no, she lies. Anyways, that's besides the point. So she also, in this clip I'm going to show, had access to Kai's account and Greg's account, as in Google account. You know what I mean? Like it's like the same concept if I would have like mail my laptop to like a moderator of mine and then left my Google account on it. Somebody would still be able to access my accounts and get pictures. Honestly, that's what happened. So if you guys don't know what a Google account is, if you guys don't know how that works, that's what happened in this case. She even says in the recording, Sarah says, oh, there's pictures here. She's like, oh, well, and Kai's like, oh, digital pictures? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, well, that's not a big deal. And then she's like, is it? So, yeah, it's a big deal. Now I'm going to play these clips, watch them, and really take them seriously, because you got to, look, I'm going to be real with you. Yes, Greg is a piece of shit. Yes, Kai is fucking boring and possibly also a piece of shit and annoying, but still, are they grooming people? Are they sexual predators? That's the question. Did they do anything illegal? That's the big question. And from what I can see here, no, they just broke up with somebody they shouldn't have ever been fucking with in the first place. And I mean, Greg admits it, you know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't, honestly, he says he fucked her, he says he fucked Sarah, right? He did. He fucked Sarah. Great, we all know it. Is it gross? Yup. Did he mention some gross shit that he shouldn't have mentioned? Yup. But is it illegal? Nope. Because, honestly, he didn't sign the forms correctly to, you know, be a guardian or anything like that. None of it was notarized. It's all fake, just like the NDAs he throws out there. Fake. They weren't ever notarized, so fake. You know? So, not legally ever guardians.
Now, something that this person brought up was that there's a photo where the bottom is not cropped out. Kai took a selfie. It's an obvious selfie, like a selfie meant for Instagram. It was actually posted to Instagram. Kai took a selfie and it shows a silhouette of Kai's lower region. It's obviously not a sexual image. It's obviously not meant to be that way. And the other image that was sent, there's an accidental nip slip. Again, that is not a sexual image. It's happened to Kai before in videos. It happens to people who have nipples. Go figure. Sometimes they're nip slips. So people are using those two images to say that Kai is some kind of pervert who sends people perverted images. The problem is that with these images, there's no context. Sarah knows that she was never supposed to have those images. Sarah knows damn well the context, and Sarah has not been honest about the context because this entire time she's been trying to hurt me because I rejected her.
Hey, I got my laptop in the mail today. Guess who didn't reset it?
I did.
Well, it popped up like, hello, Gregory, and I was like, that's not correct.
I followed the directions.
I'm actually on your account right now because it's better.
I don't have much stuff. Well, if you can figure out how to reset it, go for it. I followed.
You hoard pictures too.
What do you mean? Like digital pictures, like on my computer? Oh, that's not a big deal.
You hoard pictures too.
What do you mean? Like digital pictures, like on my computer? Oh, that's not a big deal.
I mean, you sent me a folder that shows a lot of flirting, I guess, to put it lightly, right?
Yes.
There was also tweets of Kai, well, back then when Kai would go by LaneyBot, explicitly saying, I message me and send me nudes. And this is in 2014 when you had just turned 17?
Yes.
2014 to October 29th, so that's right after your birthday. That's just right after you turned 17, right?
Yes, that sounds about right.
Our hot Skype sesh was grand. What was a hot Skype sesh?
I mean, probably just us talking and flirting. There was no... Well, I retract what I was gonna say. I was gonna say there was no nudity on Skype, but there has been an instance where there was.
Really? Yeah, see, that's because I'm reading this, and, well, part of me is really confused as to why this is even public, because my first impression is like, wait, hot Skype sesh? Are you guys, like, doing, like, beyond flirting, you know? Like, are you guys getting off to each other or whatever? And obviously this is like an awkward, invasive question, so I apologize, but the fact is that, you know, 2013, you were 16.
Yeah, I was.
So at 16, you were having Skype like videos, like video calls, yeah?
Oh yeah, even like probably 4 or 5 months into us being friends, we started Skype calling.
How long are these Skype calls?
Hours.
Here's a screenshot that shows you saying, do you want me to start monitoring / cleaning up your Twitter? Also, I love you. And then they're saying, yes, please, that would be good. So I guess that kind of backs up that you were helping out with the Twitter.
Yes, a lot of tweets were sent out from me.
Oh, you wrote tweets for Kai?
Yeah.
What kind of tweets would you write?
Anytime we were gonna do a kick chat, I would tweet out stuff like that, and I would be monitoring the mentions for like usernames to add.
Alright, now that we've gotten this far in the video, I'm gonna say this. Now, Regina has always bothered me. She's always really gone in on people. Like, I find, I like when these people, they don't act like victims, like the same thing that Shiloh's kind of doing right now. They act like really, they just attack people. They attack people, and they attack people fiercely. And there's no real need for that, you know what I mean? Like, because you have all these people in the NTO who are vicious enough already, who are protecting you. But then you have yourself acting crazy and then trying to attack people, setting things up behind the scenes, because I've seen them set things up behind the scenes to try to attack myself and others. It's kind of crazy. So for that to happen, it's just like, why are they doing that? Anyways, and they say in this clip that they have evidence, and that, you know, they were, you know, that they had this relationship with Kai and everything like that. And from what I can see, they had like some racy conversations, but it never actually moved past like what they're saying. They said they received pictures. They said that they got pictures, sent pictures, stuff like that. They've never been able to prove that with a conversation discourse that's been blacked out or anything like that, like a back and forth. Never been able to prove it. Okay. And they also said they had access to the Twitter account, just like Sarah had access to accounts. So where did these pictures come from that were released onto the internet? Clearly from Sarah and Regina. But, you know, like Onision says, they were never supposed to, that they got them by, you know, nefarious means. So what does that mean? That they were never sent to them. So all these, like, you know, pedophilia allegations, they don't exist when you remove all that. And when you also take into account the fact that Kai is only like 2 years older than Regina, it's kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, would you guys have said, like back in the day, someone who was like in high school dating someone who's 15, that's dating a 17-year-old, would you say that they're pedophiles? Really think about that. Some people might say yes. Some people might say no. Think about that, and then answer it. Anyways, but when you think about it on these levels, like 2 years away from each other, is it really that serious? Is it something the law is going to get involved in? I'm going to say no, definitely not. And not to mention when it comes into, like, you know, age of consent, 16. So if Regina were to meet up with them, you know what I mean? Like, you can talk to somebody like that. If you're like, when in Washington the law is 16, right? So if they wanted to talk sexually seductive to somebody who's 16 because they're over 18, they technically could. Send and receive pictures? No, but the thing is, Regina's not showing proof that she actually did send and receive pictures or Skype calls. she has never been able to prove it. So just take that into consideration. All right. So moving forward, I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of seeing like Chris Hansen and other YouTubers exploit the fuck out of this. Like, look, I'll be the first to admit it. I've made plenty of videos exploiting Onision's name, talking and shit, or making videos saying he's this or that. A lot of it has been wrong. You know what I mean? A lot of it that I've said in the past like almost a year and a half ago about this, I was wrong. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm a fan of Onision, because I'm definitely not, but I'm not willing to go that extra mile to slander. I'm just not, you know? So once I see things that are wrong and misleading, I'm gonna let you guys know, because you guys are my supporters, and I feel like if I don't let you know, I'm misleading you, and I don't like that. So yeah, you know, really, whenever people say, oh, we're ramping up investigations, I haven't seen evidence, not one grain of evidence, not one person can confirm like an FBI investigation. There hasn't been one warrant for his arrest, no charges, zero for either of them, nothing. All you have is people saying they called, you know, the county police station, like, talking shit about wetlands and fucking turtles and stupid shit like that, you know, like, nothing that really matters. Not to mention, you hear Chris Hansen saying dozens and dozens of victims. Dozens and dozens of victims. Yes, he sensationalized 2 people saying these things to dozens and dozens of victims. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Sarah admitting to grooming Kai. So Sarah is in this text saying that she groomed Kai. Okay? Which is a thing. You can groom, like if I met a 90-year-old man and I started hitting on him and trying to get him up and he's like, no, you're too young. And then I'm like, no, dude, we can do this. That I could potentially groom a 90-year-old. Okay, so just because you're younger doesn't mean you can't be malicious. You know, Sarah's obviously been malicious to this whole thing, especially with her going on a full interview tour with every single channel she can to get all the fame she can. And, you know, asking you to replace a $200 laptop for $1,500, I think was the price. Anyway, she also pointed out that she was well over 18 when everything happened. That means like apparently at least 5 months into it. And that was after she blackmailed us into doing it, as obviously throughout all these texts you can see that she's very, very much so trying to get with us despite us rejecting her, okay? She throws a temper tantrum when she's rejected. She tries to hurt people when she's rejected. And so she was willing to resort to blackmail just to make it happen. Additionally, she pointed out here that nothing ever happened to her as a minor, which she also said in video. Okay, she later on made a fake video, acting like the first video was fake. But
how are you gonna be taken seriously if you can't even be honest with your fucking viewers? Like, that's crazy to me. Anyways, look, I've had issues with people involving Chris Hansen's team since back from Vincent. I haven't since, whatever, but you know, Vincent was still a very big part of that team, so I find them non-credible. I just don't. I don't find them credible. I still don't. It makes no sense to me that, you know, he was involved with somebody committing suicide once they, you know, ran to his house. This was back in Texas, like years back, Chris Hansen, and then they run to Onision's house knowing full well with people, 6 cameramen behind him. Like, didn't you do this before and someone killed themselves? Like, what made you think this was a good idea? I'm not saying he's behind it. I'm not saying, look, there's plenty of blame throughout when that happened in Texas, that suicide situation. You can blame the cops, the producers, Chris Hansen, all around. They were all wrong. But all those people that they, you know, to catch a predator in Texas during that time period, all got let off because of that situation, just so you guys are aware. So they don't think before they act, clearly. When they went to Onision's house, it was for, you know, to start shit. It was just for press, that's it. So people will talk about it, and they got what they wanted. Anyways, look, my point is, don't believe everything you see with this, because a lot of people are gonna lie to you for clicks. It's kind of the thing that people do on YouTube. People will say and do anything to get an extra 20,000 views, or for you to finish a video, or for a number of fucked up reasons. Anyways, just really take this with a grain of salt. You know, you have Sarah saying herself, if she wants to fuck somebody who is a consenting adult, she can, which is true. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, and look, follow me on Twitter. Check out the RealStream Reddit, and if you're if you want to help support the channel, check out my Patreon. The link's in the description. Well, actually, there'll be a little thing that'll come up in a second. That'll be my Patreon. Check that out. Check out the link for my Patreon. It should come up right now over there or there. Check it out if you want to help support. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting me. I'll see you on the next video or stream. Peace out.